Hey guys, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Pokemaniac, coming back at you with another episode of Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we started our grand Pokemon adventure and got our very first Pokemon, Prince Zuko, the Chimchar, who's very appropriately named and will become even more appropriately named as time goes on. You'll see what I mean. We got here to Sandwich Town after losing to Docky, not that I like admitting that very much, and met up with Professor Owen to thank him for gifting us Pokemon, and he asked us to help him out with the Pokedex, and now at the behest of Dawn, we're going to go back home and say goodbye to our mother, since we are just, leaving out on a grand adventure without permission or anything. We're just doing it, no big deal. So coming along this way, getting back to Twinleaf Town is a lot easier than it is actually going there. So let's get back to Twinleaf Town, go tell our mama what's happening. If I could get into the door. Hey there, pretty mama. What's going on? Welcome home, Jake. Are you and your Pokemon healthy? Take a quick rest, dear. Aw. And so she'll heal us up here. Mom will always be a nice little Pokemon center for you. All throughout the game, so you can come back and heal up at any time. What is it, Jake? Wow, Professor Rowan asked you to do something that big? I didn't say nothing, but she just kind of gleaned that through osmosis or something. You know how mothers are. Okay, dear, go for it. Your mom's got your back. What? This is mind-boggling. Like, I know it's a video game and everything, but growing up, having one of those mothers who, like, you can't do a thing unless you have, like, a week's advance notice, like, this boggles my mind that it's just like, oh, yeah, no, okay, hey. So some weird professor that we saw on TV once asked you to help him fill out the Pokedex by go catching apparently dangerous and bloodthirsty monsters. Thank you. That's just okay. Go for it. Oh, I know, Jake. I've got something useful that you'll find. I've got something that you'll find useful. I hope something useful is something I find useful. And we get the journal. The journal's an interesting item. It doesn't really have any in-game really uses, but what it does do is it records like basically everything you did from your previous session, so that when you load up the game, after a while, the journal kind of just quickly updates everything you've done, like kind of goes back for you, so you don't have to guess where you are, which is actually really handy. That's a journal. It keeps record of your daily events. It does it by itself. This implies that I'm not the one writing in it. Check it and you'll be able to remember what you did last. Gee, a journey full of adventure. I envy you, kiddo. Plus, you're not alone. You have your Pokemon with you. I wish I could go instead. I'm just joking, dear. Yep, Jake. I'll be alright by myself, so you go and enjoy your adventure. When you're exposed to new things and experience new sensations, it makes your mother happy too. Oh, but come back sometimes. I would like to see the kinds of Pokemon you've caught, dear. Oh god, this is like the realist again. Like, this generation blows my mind. Like, that is like the saddest exit. Usually the moms are just like, oh, okay, I understand, see you later. You want me to save money for you? No, this mom's like, come back and visit sometimes, and what is your Pokemon, and my little boy's all grown up. And then to add it on top, we got Docky's mom over here. Excuse me, is my little Docky here? Who's, oh no, he's not. Oh, then he must have left already. Quite opposite experiences between the mothers here, I must say. Oh, what to do? That boy shouted about going on an adventure, and then he bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless, I at least wanted him to take this, and when he ran out, he flipped me off and said, "You're too slow." Not to worry, Jake will deliver that to him. What, you're volunteering me for stuff? Well, I suppose if you're gonna let me go on a big Pokemon adventure, the least I can do is let you volunteer me for stuff. Alright, won't you, Jake? Yes. Oh, gosh, if I have to hear about how long you were in labor with me again. Oh, really? You do that for me? Jake, please take this to Docky for me. Alright, we'll do. And we got a parcel. Ooh. There's a fancy Docky over here getting parcels from his mom. Bye-bye, Jake. Enjoy your adventure. Let me think. Knowing my boy, he probably would head straight to Jubilife City. Okay, please take that to my Docky. Alright, how many times can we say, take that to Docky, before, doesn't even sound like a word anymore. All right. So, yeah. After talking with our mom, getting the parcel and the journal and everything, we are ready to start our adventure. So let's head on out. Route 201, we've been here before. Great start to the adventure. We already know this place. All right, cutting out that battle. It was just a little starly. Nothing too big. No, not too big of a deal. Heading on up. Okay. Fair enough if there is going to be a Pokemon that's going to interrupt me. As I was saying, if there is going to be a Pokemon that's going to interrupt me, it may as well be Bidoof, alright? So anywho, we just fought a couple of Bidoofs on our way there. We're going to heal up real fast. In the Pokemon Center. Don mentioned this place last time. I mean, there's not too much to go over. It's just your typical Pokemon Center. And restored a Pokemon full health. We hope to see... What's she trying to say? What are you trying to say? You want to see me again? You want my Pokemon to be injured? Shame. But coming over here, here's your PC. Again, like in all Pokemon games, Pokemon Centers have PCs in them. We've got someone's PC, which is your Pokemon storage. We got Jake's PC, which has our mailbox and ball capsules. We'll come back to that. Mailbox is like, you can just store mail that you get. They still have mail in this game, this generation. And then ball capsules are going to be interesting. We'll get back to that, though. And then also we have Rowan's PC, which, let's see what that does. Access Professor Rowan's PC. You spotted 4 Pokemon in Sinnoh. Look harder for wild Pokemon. Don't be afraid of going into... Now, hang on just a minute. I spent the first, 45 minutes of this entire game with people telling me I should be absolutely mortified to go into the tall grass because there are going to be wild animals that are going to kill me. Don't you tell me, Pokemon Professor, to not be afraid of going into tall grass. But yeah, he'll check up, that's just a way to kind of check on your Pokedex status without actually going back to Sandwich Town every single time. And moving right along, we can now explore Sandgem Town just a little bit. If you come down here, there's Route 219. We can't do anything here on this route yet, except come and get this item, which is an antidote, which could be useful in a little bit. We haven't actually run into poison status yet, but it's coming. Don't you worry, it's coming. And heading on up, we can get to Route 202. And oh, hi, Dawn. Oh, that's right, Jake. I haven't shown you how to catch a Pokemon. Trust me, I'm okay. I think I know how to catch a. I'll demonstrate how to catch one. So just watch me, okay? Yes, Sensei. And we are introduced to the slowest catching cutscene of all time. You cannot speed this up or anything. There's Dawn's Turtwig. Wasn't she going on about how much better she was and how she's going to teach us and be a mentor because of how much more experienced she is? And that here she is with Turtwig at level 5. I lost my first Pokemon battle ever. My Chimchar's still at level 6. What have you done? Oh. Alright, and yes, and so I kind of like how it has the little, Mickey Mouse or the Mario glove, I suppose, clicking on things, so on the bottom screen to show you where you can click, too. And Dawn's going to throw a Pokeball, and somehow, miraculously, catch a Bidoof in one try. Thank you, Sensei. This is why you're my mentor, right here. That right there, that Bidoof catching a skill. See, isn't it neat? Actually, it's better if you lower the target's HP more than I did. I'll lower your HP. It's important to get the Pokemon's HP down as low as possible. This is because a healthy Pokemon is very difficult to catch. Oh, and Pokemon also get easier to catch if you make them sleep or something. Now, yeah, so like with the antidote, you can get poisoned. There's status ailments in Pokemon. I hope at this point everyone knows that. Okay, Jake, to get you started, I'll give you 5 Pokeballs. And this is really why I don't mind too much of this cutscene, because we get free Pokeballs. And if you have lots of Pokemon with you, it'll be safer on long trips. Plus, it'll be a lot more fun having your Pokemon friends along. Okay, I need to get going. Bye now. All right, and there she goes, hopefully never to teach us anything ever again. But with that, I say we follow Dawn's example. And, okay, not catch one of these, but this is a good Pokemon that we haven't seen thus far. This is a Shinx. Shinx are pretty dang good Pokemon. Again, like the roster of Gen 4 Pokemon, particularly in the early game, are ridiculous. Like, there's not a group of Pokemon that you can collect early on that will actually last you farther into the game than these will. Shinx is a great Pokemon. It's an electric type, but it's a physical attacker, which is very unique. They're really, because electric used to be special, all electric before this generation, so Shinx can also come with the ability Intimidate, which is super handy. It lowers the attack of a Pokemon upon entry in battle, which is one of the best abilities Pokemon have, period. It evolves into Luxio and then Luxray. Luxray looks like it should be a Dark-type Pokemon. It is such a cool design. It is unfortunate that it is not in Pokemon Platinum. And hey, we grew to level 7. But if there is one thing I can say about Luxio that isn't exactly like super stellar, is that it is pretty slow and there aren't a huge amount of like good physical electric attacks in this generation. So but other than that, I mean, I can't go for it. If you want a Shinx, I cannot recommend it highly enough as an electric type that you can get now and it will last you for the entire game. Also, we have learned Ember, finally, which is our first fire-type move. This is going to be a stab, same type attack bonus, and I think it'll serve us a lot better than Scratch has been serving us, that's for sure. Definitely would have helped us in the last episode against Donkey. But anywho, like I was saying, let's follow Dawn's example and catch ourselves our own Bidoof. Alright, so yeah, I highly recommend catching a Bidoof, not necessarily so much to use on your team. I mean, you definitely can. It's not like a stellar Pokemon, but it's adorable and evolves into a normal water type, which is very unique typing. A B-Barrel, which is really... Oh, Zuko, you need to control your emotions! Okay, hang on. Let's get ourselves another Bidoof. That's gonna be a recurring theme with Zuko, I feel. There we go. Okay, so as I was saying, you're going to want to catch a Bidoof whether you intend on using one or not, because while it may not be a fantastic Pokemon just for like Zuko, chill, dude. Oh my gosh. He's going on a tear, a rampage. He almost just KO'd another Bidoof. We need one, all right, bud? All right, so we're gonna go catch ourselves a Bidoof, because there are a lot of HMs in this generation. Most of them aren't exactly the best in terms of battle, but you need them to progress through a lot of the game, and Bidoof just happens to be the best HM slave out there, like, period, out of all Pokemon games. So we have Bidoof, the plump mouse Pokemon. You know, this is like the first time I've actually read that and realized that it's Bidoof's not actually a beaver, he's a mouse, huh? Like I feel like my whole like world perspective has shifted. A comparison revealed that Bidoof's front teeth grow at the same rate as a Rattata's. Oh, that makes sense. Alright, so, yeah, I guess we'll give a nickname to the Bidoof. We'll call him the homie, just because he's going to be an HM slave, and, only a true, you know, it's got HM in it, and only a real homie would, be okay being an HM slave throughout the whole game. So, thank you, Bidoof. Your work is never unappreciated. But before we continue on, I'm going to go back and heal at Sandwich Town. Alrighty, back on Route 202, let us continue on our journey, shout. Well, I was going to say let's continue on our journey, but I guess these Bidoof have other plans, don't they? Alright, let's get out of here. Take off real quick. Okay, as I was saying... Well, okay, fair enough. So, while I complain about running through the grass, we do get to run into amazing Pokemon like Starly, who, if you couldn't guess, is going to be the first member of our party that we catch. It's, not given to us. So, yes, I can rant and rave. Zuko, chill, bro. Oh my god, that's like his third crit in a row. He doesn't do anything but crit. That's my Zuko. I think we're gonna have a good playthrough here, boys. So anyway, I can sing Starly's praises, but until you see this thing in action, you're not gonna get it. So our second technically, team member is going to be Starly. All right, nice and easy. All right. Again, like if you want a phenomenal physical attacker early game that isn't Chimchar, Starly is your Mon. However, because Chimchar can also go the special or physical route, Starly is still a very good choice in my opinion. And like, I can't recall a playthrough of 4th gen where I've not gotten a Starly. So the Starling Pokemon, very very clever. Normal flying type. Because they are weak individually, they form groups. However, they bicker if the group grows too big. Alright, I mean that makes sense, doesn't it? So, alright, and yes, we are definitely given a nickname to this Starly. I think an appropriate nickname. There can only be one. And that is Warbeak, the Sparrow Warrior. Alright, so, welcome Warbeak to the team. And, since we have a brand new team member, how about we get into our first ever, well, I guess our second ever trainer battle, and I'm hoping this one goes a little bit better than the last. You're a Pokemon trainer, and so am I. Our eyes met, so battle we must.
Battle we must. Talk funny, you do. Youngster Tristan, you are.
And what does he have? Oh, he's got his own Starly. And it's level 5. It's better than our Warbeak. He must go down. Alright, but since Zuko now has Ember, like, look at that. Look at that damage. That's like nearly a crit scratch damage coming from Zuko here. Starting to learn his fire bending. Oh, man, I wish we'd have gotten a burn and then we wouldn't have to take the extra turn on it. But, yeah, all's well that ends well. So yeah, trainer battles, you're just going to run into trainers all throughout the game. If they see you, you're going to be forced into battling. There's no running from trainer battles like there is wild Pokemon encounters. And the bright side about trainer battles, along with how I said that you're going to want to battle everyone so you can fill out your Pokedex, they also give you tons more experience than wild Pokemon. And Zuko grows to level 8, so...
Too strong! Too strong you are. $80 I must give you.
Good, that almost makes up for the 40 we had to give Donkey. Yeah, I'm still salty over that, okay? I'm not gonna be getting over that anytime soon. So let's put Warbeak up front so we can do a little bit of switch training. And what do you have to say? Here's your sign. Trainer tips. All Pokemon that are involved in battle earn EXP points. Alright, so that is something I was about to go over here. Let's heal up real fast, though. Okay, and back here at the sign, like the sign just said, I'm about to demonstrate. It says that every Pokemon that participates in a battle gets EXP.
I spy with my little eye. A trainer. A battle, please.
Well, it's not like I can really refuse, so I guess I shall oblige. This Lassie, Natalie. She's only got one Pokemon, and it's a Bidoof. Okay, that's it. We're screwed. Like, run away. She's gonna take our money, and we're gonna black out on the side of the road again. But like that sign was saying, every Pokemon that participates in battle gets EXP. So there is a method of called switch training, where you can put one of your weaker Pokemon up front to lead, and then you send out a stronger Pokemon. Obviously, the stronger Pokemon's gonna have to take at least one hit, but then the stronger Pokemon can come in, actually take out the Pokemon that you're fighting, and you will get each Pokemon will get half experience for said Pokemon. So we get Zuko to come in here and take it out, and Warbeak gets 30 EXP points. And so does Zuko. So, very effective method of training.
Oh, boo, I can't win.
And we get $80 more. All right, this is, you know what? This whole Pokemon trainer thing's kind of paying out, working out, isn't it? Paying dividends. Oh, and I'm just going to cut back in since it happened. So here's an example of Intimidate. So at the start of battle, I sent Warbeak out. Shinx, this Shinx in particular, has Intimidate. And the first thing that happens in the battle is that my attack, physical attack stat got lowered. So just a little demonstration. I'm not actually going to battle that thing because I don't think Warbeak would be able to handle it yet. Oh, okay, cutting back in. So I just had Warbeak, take out a Bidoof. And Warbeak grew to level 5 and learned Quick Attack. So, fantastic move. It's got priority, which means it's going to tend to move first. Unless the other Pokemon uses a higher priority move. Or uses a priority move and is faster than Starly. But a stab quick attack, I think that puts Starly right in competitive range. So let's see if Starly can take out this trainer all by herself.
Let's have a Pokemon battle, but I'm gonna win.
You want to bet? Want to bet on that? You want to bet $80 on that kid? Logan? Huh? With a Burmy? So, Burmy is an interesting Pokemon that we haven't seen thus far. It's a Bug-type Pokemon, and while it's unique, I can't really recommend it. It's very interesting, and it can evolve into one of two things, depending on whether you have a female or a male Burmy. Female Burmies evolve into Wormadam, and male Burmies evolve into Mothim. And also, Burmies are unique in the fact that their forms change depending on where you've battled with them. So if you're outside here in the grass, your Burmy's going to be like this green Burmy, and if you're battling inside of a cave, you're going to get a brown Burmy, and if you're battling inside of like a gym or a building, you're going to get a steel or a gray Burmy. And if it's female and you evolve your Burmy, depending on what form it's in, is going to dictate what type your Wormadam is. So, pretty interesting, but I can't really speak to its usefulness in battle, but still pretty cool.
Some Pokemon only appear in the morning, some only come out at night. I'll keep looking till I've seen them all.
Yeah, that's the, I guess that's the new phrase in this game. It's not, you gotta catch them all, it's, you gotta see them all, huh? Alrighty, and then let's pick up this item, which happens to be a potion, which is much appreciated, particularly early on. And welcome to Jubilee. Oh. Hey, Sensei, how's it going?
Hi, Jake. Are you catching Pokemon?
No.
I think you feel a lot safer here to catch them.
Some more? There's only like 2 other Pokemon in that entire route that I could have possibly obtained, and I have literally the best starting bird Pokemon and arguably the best starter Pokemon, period. I'm feeling pretty safe.
You know, like when you need to travel to faraway places. Oh, I know. Don't you think it's better to know more about Pokemon? Sure it is. I know just the place. Come on, don't be shy. Follow me.
Oh, boy. So, basically the rest of this game, you don't even touch the controller or anything. Dawn just pulls you everywhere you need to go.
That man, what is he doing?
Oh, he's acting real suspicious here. And who's this guy?
What? How did you know? How did you unmask me as a member of the International Police?
What? I beg your pardon? I was just making conversation.
You claim you were only making conversation, do you? But I know better than not to believe that. No. You recognized right away that I was someone extraordinary. That is why you spoke to me, is it not? Your power of observation is fearsome.
I like this guy.
Quite admirable you are. Now that my cover's been blown, let me introduce myself. I am a globe-trotting elite of the International Police. My name? No. I shall inform you only of my code name. My code name, Tsulooker. That is what they call me. Incidentally, is the saying, "Don't be a thief," familiar to you?
I mean, like, the concept is, but I can't say I've, like, heard that phrase.
No, you claim not to know it. How could that be? Perhaps your mama has said it, but you have forgotten it like usual.
What is that supposed to mean? How do you know what my mama says? How do you know I forget?
Now listen, my friends. It is wrong to take what belongs to others. Unfortunately, there are apparently those who do not heed those words. In Sinnoh, in fact, there are criminals stealing the Pokemon of others. I have therefore been on the lookout for characters arousing my suspicion. Incidentally, you are trainers, yes? Perhaps you can make use of this?
And we get ourselves the VS recorder, or the Versus recorder. It's a nifty little device, and it's actually really handy. Basically, you take it to anywhere there are trainers, and if you use it, every now and then the trainers will actually, you'll be able to re-challenge trainers, which is nice if you kind of like run low on money, or if you need experience points. Just useful little thing.
That Versus recorder is a nifty device for recording a match. I obtained it because it's quite popular these days.
Oh, no, okay, my bad. That's the VS Seeker. The VS Recorder. The VS Recorder actually just, records your battles for you, which was really handy back in the day, in the early days of YouTube for recording your matches and everything, because you could just have them, and you didn't have to record anything live, which was a lot harder to do back in the day.
But myself, I do not do Pokemon battling very often. And it will be in better hands with you. Also, I have a request.
What? He just met us. For being like an elite member of the International Police, this dude has blown his own cover, told us what organization he works for, and being total strangers, he is asking us a favor.
If you were to see me again, I ask that you not talk to me, for I am on duty. Actually, yes, you may speak to me. You must. Not because I'm lonely, no. You must inform me of the bad guys. You must inform me of any happenings. What's hip with the kids nowadays?
And, there he goes. Working for the International Police must be hard. That's, like, the funniest line Dawn has, like, period. Jake, here it is. It's the trainer's school. The name says it all. I saw your friend Docky go in earlier. Hey, just the dork we were looking for. He could still be in there studying. Okay, bye now. All right, bye, Dawn. Thanks again for taking us everywhere we need to go. All right, and so we're gonna heal our Pokemon, and I guess that's, dang, we jammed quite a bit into that one route in between Sandwich Town and Jubilife City. I guess, Mom wasn't kidding when she said this was going to be a very grand, epic journey. So we're going to heal up our Pokemon, guys, and that's where we're going to stop it for today. In the next episode, we'll go into the Pokemon school and see if Docky is in fact there, and then explore Jubilife a little bit. This is kind of the big city here in the Sinnoh region. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, smash that subscribe button, like, dislike, whatever you're feeling like, and until next time, guys, I will catch you later. Doors, I am running indoors all day long. I am running indoors because 4th gen is the best generation. Running in the doors. Running, here's some more. Running in the doors. Running indoors. Pokemon 4th gen.